The following program is brought to you in livid color.
Uh-oh.
Good evening. Through fair weather or foul, through the abject blackness of night, or the stunning brightness of day, across tempest-tossed oceans, over undulating veldt, come those mysterious monstrosities, the portents, their eyes glowing with the magnitude of unholy knowledge, lips that are inadequate dams for the persistent wave of hot saliva that overcomes them, are ready to give voice to it. On centipede feet come these inevitable entities. And why do they intrude on the rational world? Why do they breach the laws that order matters universal? Why? Because as the lemming rushes to certain the yawning maw of the sea, these portents are bound to hold against all odds and all opposition the advent of nightmare. Agglutinator alpacas. How fortunate it is that you have hearkened to their clarion call. For always carrying on in the grand tradition of our television theatrics. We have another ring-ding-dingle of a talking picture for you tonight. Hey, Rodney? So what? Why, you blasé baboon? It means that we're about to experience 90 minutes of terrifying terror and horrifying horror. That's what. By the warlocks of Waxahachie, Rodney, I find your brash behavior a smidge of an affront, not to mention an aback. I spent a whole week, all week, going over literally thousands of fine flicks, and I finally selected this one as the one to agitate your adrenal apertures and chill your corroded cardiac and cauterize your callous cerebellum. And I did it all for you, little old you, that's who, just to make you joyous. Well, all right, Rodney. Then you just go ahead and wallow in your morose morass and see if I care. Sounds frustrated fauna. What can I do with such a temperamental tortoise? Well, let us away to the first act of our bizarre opus. And in the meantime, perchance I can give his depressed mood a jar, as we say in the fruit preservative biz. Sometimes we say that. Well, not all the time, sometimes. So hardly ever.
Nightmares brought to you in part by Air Capital Comics and Games, with a great selection of old and rare comics. And by Coca-Cola, you can't beat the feeling.
I, pish posh, Rodney. I'm through trying to keep you entertained. I'm through. T-H-R-E-W. Through. Listen, I am going to put the monkey on your back, as we say in the simian depositing biz. Yes, it's time that you entertained little old me instead of me entertaining you. No, 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 no. You can spew the whole floor with saline globules, but I shall not give an inch, sir. I hope you acquiescent parents took note how skillfully I handled the situation. I made not a single concession, not one compromise, none, nada. Then's when the erratic egret came around, eh? Well, whilst we await his return, let us observe with ogling optic orbs these fiendly massages of import. I'm very clever. Really, pat me on back. Gadzooks, patient parameciums. I don't... You may think I was putting on an act, but frankly, his tipsy terpsichore had a bit of a bore to me. All that frantic fall just raised a lot of dust, and you know, it's bad for me allergies. And I'm sure his one-cell brain is now devising another gambit. So in the meantime, let us proceed the final act of our tale of terror. Surely couldn't be any worse than his clumsy capers around here. You know. No, pish posh. You never accomplished such a feat. Not to mention such a hands, either. All right, then, you rambunctious roustabout. Go ahead and make a spectacle of yourself. Huh? Did you wish something of me, Rodney? I was just so bored, I decided to look at the wall for a smidge. All right, you see. I was not swayed one bit by your caterwauling there, Rodney. It's not as easy to entertain someone as you thought, eh? Huh? Night after night, trick after trick. Not so easy, huh? Well, you're not going to be so difficult in the future? Well, you're not going to be unhappy with the good old flicks that I pick? Will you cross your hearts and hope to live, huh? Boy. And by the way, Rodney, that joke reads, that lady, that was my wife. Yeah, Rodney, grab that TV contraption, me bucko. We should be just in time to see the sign-off news with Bernie Boothblap. All right. That was no lady, that was my wife. That's very good. Sound, you rude rutabaga. Rodney, wave nighty-night to our video vampires before you become so engrossed in the TV. Wave at them. And so you see, enlightened emus, a little applied psychology has once again put that wayward wombat back on the right track, as we say in the locomotive routing biz. Well, my existence for the next week will be just a tad easier, you see. Well, until our diverse paths cross next in outre communion for nightmare. Good night.
Nightmares brought to you in part by Air Capital Comics and Games, with a great selection of old and rare comics. And by Coca-Cola, you can't beat the feeling.